All right, here we go. We've got ourselves a cool series coming at ya. Spawning down in the bottom right for Mystery Gaming, it is Ragnarok. We're in the tag He-Bomb. And his opponent. Spawning up at the top left, it is Psystorm Gaming's very own MaxPax. In the blue. Now, what makes this series particularly special is this is the ESL Open Cup Korea. And you might be saying to yourself, how in the heck is MaxPax in the finals of the ESL Open Cup Korea? Well, there's a couple of things at play. For one, Gamers 8 is happening this week, but MaxPax is taking that as an opportunity to do what many people would consider to be impossible, myself included. And I have covered more ESL Open Cups than literally anyone. No one has covered even close to the number of ESL weeklies that I have covered in terms of commentary. No one has seen them as much as I have. So MaxPax going for this triple crown today, playing in the Korean Cup. He's playing from Europe. It's going to be with like 300 ping. So if he loses this series to Ragnarok, don't let this be an indicator of what is happening. You know, don't let this be an indicator of MaxPax's skill level. But if he can somehow manage to win this one, with many of the European players, the top Europeans traveling, he will have completed the most difficult part of the Triple Crown. And this is after they changed the date. So now every match, every tournament is played on the same day. So for MaxPax, it's... what time is it right now? 1:39 local time in the afternoon. If he wins this, he'll play the European Cup. That'll be at 6 p.m. local time. And then if he plays the NA Cup, that would be at 1 a.m. his time. And honestly, that would be an amazing feat if he were to be able to take that down. So this is the first of that huge attempt. Now MaxPax, not able to get the hatch block. Ragnarok did go for an extractor trick 15 hatch, and he took the late pool once again. Kind of a weird setup, going for the very late pool. Personally, I dislike it strongly. Is this... okay, no, there's a gap on the left, the right side here. Okay. Cool. MaxPax faking the Adept Shade forward. Not actually going to go for it, and now we'll just kind of walk back. Cool. It is an Oracle behind this. MaxPax does have some of the best Oracle control in the business. Some of the scariest to deal with. But once again, playing with high ping is going to be no fun at all. Ragnarok. Oh, very quick Roach Warren. That is a really fast Roach Warren. I suppose MaxPax didn't start a third gateway unit right away. Is he going to cancel the... I would say cancel the Roach Warren right now, unless you... okay, there we go. Cancels it, builds the Evo chamber. Stalker, can it get the kill on this Overlord? I think it needs 4 shots for the kill. 2, 3, and 4. Easy peasy. Gets it down. Ragnarok did send a second Overlord across the map, so he will still be able to get a potential follow-through scout. MaxPax denying the vision on his extractors or the simulators at the natural. And it will be triple Oracle. Nothing too out of the ordinary there. Double Adept did get into the natural expansion. Oracle's looking for some pickoffs here, but once again, it's going to be difficult to control those. 2 drones for a couple Adepts is not amazing. Good positioning here from Ragnarok so far, and he's got the Spore Crawlers. Behind this, +1 melee. Started up. Oh, Ragnarok. Okay, a little bit of a misrally there initially. But he's already on 57 drones. Like, this is a really nice setup in terms of economy. MaxPax, ooh, able to get a creep to him, but cannot get the additional drone. Was kind of rallied into the middle of nowhere. Once again, playing with high ping is going to require some creative solutions from MaxPax. Let's see what he can do in terms of adjustments. 4 adepts are going to shade forward, but some good Overlord vision will spot these. MaxPax should just cancel the shades. And he's able to do so. He somehow... How did he get 2... Oh my god. Oracle snuck in and got 2 drones on the third base during all this. Did pick off a bunch of creep. And Ragnarok not respreading it. MaxPax. Ooh, that one Oracle. Getting very low in HP, but it does get away. Adepts do get surrounded here at the third base. I was going to say, I think you just cancel the shades and bring the Oracles back in. But there's already surround, so this will be a kill. Or a full cleanup, I should say. But at least he gets a little bit of a trade. 18 lings and a couple drones. MaxPax already has the third base done. Will be Hydra Ling Bane coming in from Ragnarok. MaxPax is going to be adding on a robotics facility. I think I'd love to see him play double Robo Colossus. And it looks like that's exactly what we're going to see. Could be Disruptors, but I think Colossus would be the better play. And especially against a player going Hydras. Ooh, second robotics facility does get spotted, but he only sees one. As far as he knows, this could be the first one until he sees more. And now he'll see the second one. Doesn't see the robotics bay. Not... Oh, he should still be able to know what's going on. Yeah, okay, he starts an infestation pit. Ragnarok, that is, as well as a second Evo chamber. MaxPax, though, if he goes for a big old 4 Colossus timing with extended thermal lance, with +2 weapons, and just pulls the trigger on that, could be very difficult to deal with. Does need that extended thermal lance to start up, as well as the +2 weapons, though. Ragnarok does have a lot of +1 melee lanes. But MaxPax, yeah, I'm liking this tech setup for him so far. Ragnarok, though, let's see how quickly he starts to hive. It needs to be almost instant. Boom, there it is. Now, a lot of the creep was killed off earlier, so Ragnarok, his creep spread's decent, but not amazing. MaxPax does take a 4th base behind this, and you don't really want to probe it up while you're going for this 4 Colossus setup, but you want to have the opportunity to do so. Oh, that's quite nice from Ragnarok. He spots the stasis ward and immediately gets set up. There's no Baneling Nest, by the way. So I said this was going to be Hydra Ling Bane. It's just Hydra Ling at the moment. And that's a pretty big oversight. There's also no range there, or speed, I should say, for the Hydras. There we go. There's the Baneling Nest starting up now. I think Ragnarok wanted to build Banes with these Lings on the left side. Oh, this is going to give a huge opportunity for MaxPax. Lurker Den is on the way, but if MaxPax goes like in about 15 seconds, this is going to be terrifying to deal with. No Vipers on the way yet either. Oh, Ragnarok. He's going to try and get in on top of this third base. Does have +2 melee. Stasis Ward on the left side will be quite good. MaxPax, his timing is coming up pretty much now. Warp Prism, +2 attack, and extended thermal lance are all finishing up very close to one another. Ragnarok just now started the Vipers, and the Lurker Den is still not done. Now, he can morph in a lot of Lurkers all at once. He's got 18 Hydras, and he's got 13 free supply and a bunch of gas. There we go. 7 Lurkers coming down instantly, but they're not going to be done just yet. MaxPax, if he goes right now, there's a big opportunity for him. There's also no Hydra. Okay, never mind. Hydra speed just completed. But the 7 Lurkers will get out in time. MaxPax. Oh, he's going to find two Lurkers unburrowed. Only gets 1. I do like kind of how he split that up. And there we go. The Colossus, like I said, they actually outrange the Lurkers right now. There's no Lurker range. And they are actually burning through this. Vipers are on the field now. They will double abduct. They'll be able to grab 2 of the Colossus. But he doesn't kill both. Only gets 1. Second one does go down. MaxPax is taking a lot of damage on the other side of the map. There's a lot of Lings over there. But Ragnarok, can he even hold? I don't think so. +2 Blink Stalkers are going to be really good here. There's no Warp Prism left over. There's the Abduct. Oh, across the ledge. That's huge. Can he get the second Abduct? No. Nice target fire from MaxPax. Lings are going to try and get in on top of this army. There's only the one Colossus left over. MaxPax blinking backwards. Banelings with a little bit of a flank. MaxPax trying to kite here with the Colossus and the Stalkers. Hydras, though, do close the distance. Zealots moving out to the left side to try and sneak around this army. Even though a lot of probes went down for MaxPax, he didn't lose the base. He can replenish very quickly. He didn't kill any of his opponent's economy, though. That's the big problem. But this game is still very much in flux. Oh, Oracle did get taken down here. I wonder if MaxPax had reinforced directly into the fight with Zealots, with no Banelings ready to go. Could he have gotten the, could he have just broken through right away? I think the answer is yes. Colossus are being rebuilt here. We're going to be back up to 2 in, well, right now. Oh, that Warp Prism. Going to warp in a couple of Zealots. The Lurkers are being sent forward. Ooh, High Templar. One of them will get taken out. The other ones do go down as well. Lurkers on at that base. MaxPax is going to prioritize on the left side, and that's going to be the right call. And now he is going to run in with a bunch of these Zealots. And they're going to find a couple of very exposed bases. Lurkers will kill off this right side base. MaxPax, be careful. The Lurkers unburrow. Adaptive Talons, though, is completing. Zealots, meanwhile, going to get in on top of this left side base as well. I think the right side Zealots were cleaned up, and these Zealots on the left side are going to be contested long enough. Lurkers have 1-1 right now. MaxPax going to split up these units. Ooh, Hydras will intercept this War Prism just a little bit, but MaxPax going to be able to get in on top of it with the Zealot drop. They'll take down both those Hydras. Main army for MaxPax does have Storm. That's a lot of Storms, actually. That's like 5 Storms. And most of the Lurkers are on the right side, out of position. There we go. They reposition now. Zealots are going to warp in into the main base. Will get the full warp in off. That's not enough Hydras to deal with this. Lurkers are going to reposition. That will buy some time. It's only 4. No, it's 5 Lurkers. Yeah, it's 5 Lurkers. That's enough, especially with the Vipers behind it. And that will allow the Hydras to rotate into the main base, deal with the Zealots. 6 drones do fall. Ragnarok is still in some trouble here. Feedbacks on those Vipers could be big. Ooh, Lurkers not burrowed on up. They will get jumped on. Only one of them going to go down, though. Double Nexus from MaxPax. Rebuilt this 4th base and is now taking a 5th. Ooh, Storm's going to be big here. Feedbacks are a little bit too late. Not able to prevent the abducts. You can see the ping is really taking a toll on MaxPax, but he is doing everything he can in these fights. Ragnarok barely staying alive here, but now he has pulled ahead with those big abducts. That was a great fight for Ragnarok, and it goes from him barely staying alive to him being in a really solid position. MaxPax at this point, I wouldn't mind a carrier transition. Play the game out the way that... Play to the game state. The Zealot run-bys are doing some good work. Oh, Disruptors are going to be really tough to utilize in a game like this with that high ping. I don't want to harp too much on the ping, but like it's when it's 300 to like 20, that's a huge advantage. Like that is something you do have to talk about. Nexus will get taken out. MaxPax was not in position. Ragnarok with a huge Hydra Lurker Ling army with that Viper support, and there is a lot of Lurkers here. This army would actually be so vulnerable to carriers. Zealots are going to try and get into the natural expansion. Ragnarok does have enough to deal with them. Disruptors are going to need to be huge. And the feedbacks will need to cover these Disruptors. One Lurker does get taken down, but more of them are sieging up behind this. Great Disruptor shot. Gets another couple of Lurkers there. Feedbacks are just a little bit too late, but able to save the Disruptors, gets those back and range of the shield batteries. There might be enough for MaxPax here. Ooh, more Lurkers on the bottom side, though. Storms do come in on the top side. Archon's tanking a lot. Observers. Oh, big disruptor shot. Does catch a couple of the Hydras still. It's a good concave from Ragnarok here. And MaxPax, remember, he cannot afford to lose this base. It is 4 bases to 5. Disruptor does get avoided by Ragnarok. Good job. Lurker will burrow on up, but will get taken out. However, it comes at the cost of an Immortal. Vipers. Oh, Ragnarok didn't recharge them. He just sent them back across the map. Maybe a little bit of an issue with the hotkeys. There is a lot going on. Nice positioning here from Ragnarok. Gets these Hydras into a corner, and there's so many of them anyways. They would have been able to clean this up regardless. Lurkers on the bridge are doing very well. Ragnarok really keeping a solid concave. MaxPax going to try and break this with the Archons, and I think he will be able to before the reinforcements get across the map. Oh, does he have detection? No, it was all been sniped. And there's no oracles. There's one observer somewhere, but I don't think it's... Okay, it just got back in range of the army. However, the Lurkers went down. The Lurkers were kept alive. One of them does go down. Hydras reach the army for the reinforcements. The base falls, and MaxPax doing his absolute best here, but I just don't think I don't think there's anything he can do at this point. Ragnarok dealing with the aggression of MaxPax. Ooh, another disruptor goes down, trying to clean up that Lurker. MaxPax will ultimately clean this army up, and he's got a big, strong army, but Ragnarok is just too far ahead at this point. It's an economic... The problem is the economy situation, yeah, 100%. If MaxPax, when he was on 4 bases, had transitioned into carriers, maybe there was a way, but he might have felt that he just couldn't afford it. Yeah, probably that is the case. Ooh, feedback on one Viper. Wow, on both Vipers, actually. This is a pretty nice little find for MaxPax. There's only 2 Lurkers behind this. There is a big counterattack on the other side of the map, but the battery overcharge and the cannons are doing better than you'd expect. Storm on the drone, Storm on the Lings. I mean, the supplies are surprisingly close to even. Disruptor shot. Oh, not able to connect on the Banes. And now this army is going to get flooded by the little bit of Hydra lane. Disruptor grabs a single Hydra, but it's not going to be enough. GG gets called. MaxPax really gave it his all. But it will go in the favor of Ragnarok in game number 1. All right, here we go. Game number 2. Spawning down in the bottom left for Mystery Gaming. It is Ragnarok. Going up to 14 drones before Overlord, so I think it's going to be another extractor trick, perhaps. And his opponent spawning up at the top right for Storm Gaming. It is MaxPax. In the blue, with the instant probe basically right across the map. This is pretty much as fast as you can get it across the map. Ragnarok does go for the 14 Overlord into 14 Hatch. And that'll be a nice setup against what MaxPax is doing. Very nice setup. Now, yeah, for me, the big tipping point where MaxPax actually did have the opportunity and very nearly broke the game wide open was that huge Zealot warp in that he got off in the main base. Ragnarok barely got the Lurkers back in position out in front of his natural with the main army of MaxPax threatening. If that army is not stopped by the Lurkers, if the Lurkers just don't even zone that army out completely, and they only keep MaxPax from going, either into the natural or going in towards the 4th base location, MaxPax kills at least 1 base, maybe 2. And I think Ragnarok is probably pulled apart because those Zealots, Ragnarok's not going to be able to get enough units into the main base to deal with those. Yeah. Yeah, and the Lurkers held a much larger army at bay. Even with 5 Lurkers there, if MaxPax had just bulldogged into that position, he might have been able to smash through. There was 2 Vipers, and that's what gave him pause, but that was really close. Really close. Ragnarok building 6 lings right now. Is he going to do an all-in with this? I know that just 1 extra set of lings is not that much. But I mean, once again, the ping. Maybe you think MaxPax can't defend as well. Ragnarok. Okay, no, he fires up 4 drones. Yeah, he's not gonna go for an all-in. The 6 lings, though, they are gonna try and get in here. MaxPax, well, he's keeping this adept at home. Ooh, Overlord wants to see the adept. Will find it. Oh, Ragnarok, though. Oh, he saw it, but he didn't see it. And MaxPax will get the find. Now, does MaxPax over defend here? He builds a Void Ray. It's just 6 lings, but that could cause a big overreaction from MaxPax. Already building a quick gateway and the Void Ray is kind of a big deal. Funnily enough, the Void Ray is actually going to get good value if he sends it forward onto the map. Actually, there's even a 3rd Overlord that's a little bit exposed. But nah, the creep is already pretty much up to this Overlord. He'd have to send it so much further forward for it to actually be exposed. Will be Void Ray into Oracle. And a Void Ray is value if you get 2 Overlord kills early with it. It's already going to supply block Ragnarok a little bit at 44. Oh, but fortunately for Ragnarok, the hatchery completes. So it's a very small supply block. If that. The fact that MaxPax, though, was able to kind of watch his opponent is quite nice. Will be Starglaives behind this. And honestly, I don't see MaxPax do this very often, so I kind of like it. Kind of like it. Ragnarok might not be anticipating it, and if he goes for what he did in game number 1, which is to say skipping the Roach Warren entirely, I mean, unless you have a wall at the natural and like a ton of queens or even like a Baneling nest, you're just going to lose. You're going to lose the game. So if Ragnarok tries to be greedy once again, he could find himself in a lot of trouble. Did 1 drone just get picked off? Yes, it did. Nice shot by MaxPax. Void Ray going into the main base, just looking around for Overlords. Ooh, there's the Roach Warren. And it is at the front, so it is the beginnings of a wall. Ragnarok, how does he... Feels like he's already got a bit of a read on this. I mean, if you don't see a second Oracle, the chance that it's Starglaives does go up hugely. Oh, Revelation will grab 1 Creep Tumor, but it's the... he's not going to be able to get the second one. MaxPax is going to have to back away. And in fact, he's going to take a little bit of hull damage. Oh, I say a little bit. It's literally just 1. There we go. There's the scout on the Adepts. And Roaches are going to start up. We should see, boom, just like that. Wall behind this. Now, that will actually trap the 1 queen in here. Okay, Ragnarok wants it. Oh, he wants it. It was 3 queens, actually, that got trapped. Roaches are in production. Adepts are going to shade forward. And they will be able to go after some of these drones already. And they get a spine. No cancel. It says 4 drones, but that's really effectively 5. Ooh, Adept's going to shade in towards this position. Oh, nice 3 wall here from Ragnarok, but it's not a full wall. The Adepts are still going to be able to get through. MaxPax splitting up the Adepts here. 1 into the... Oh, it was attempted to be 2 into the natural, the rest into the main, but 1 of them was killed on the shade. MaxPax still able to get some good work done. And he didn't follow... Oh, no, he did follow... No, did he? No. I think those were the Adepts from before. 12 Adepts. Oh, okay, no, there was an extra round. Oh, it's a kill, not a cancel on the 4th hatchery. Wow, that's actually huge. It's actually quite big. Ragnarok, he does have some injects stacked up. Or he dropped injects just a little bit ago. But I think MaxPax's ahead. I think he's a little bit ahead right now. He's got 4 more gateways coming down. Blink +1. Does start up the 4th base. Ragnarok brutally supply blocked at 98. And yeah, the loss of that 4th base is... it's no fun. Meanwhile, Spire behind this from Raggy. But I don't know. I think I'm liking this position for MaxPax. Oh, it's a 5th gas. Now, if the Spire does remain unscouted and can, find some damage, that could be really big. I do really like this 4 Adept hit squad on the left side. Oh. Lings do not have +1 melee, but Photon Cannon and the Pylon going to get jumped on. Adepts will warp in. But is there enough Adepts here? Maybe, maybe not. We do see the Adepts on the left side will get eventually cleaned up. MaxPax pushing forward with the Blink Stalker Sentry and get some good force fields. There's not enough for Ragnarok here. Not even close. MaxPax, he's going to blink forward. Ooh, we'll find 2 Ravagers. That's a few too many roaches to fight into, I think, at this moment. Void Ray does get taken down. War Prism is still behind us, and it is 8 gates. Oracle getting target fire down. Good job by Ragnarok. MaxPax, if he just warped in another round of Stalkers, he might have just won the game right here. The other Adepts did keep this alive. There we go. 5 more Stalkers warping on in. I think MaxPax has got him. Ragnarok down in supply. Even with the high ping, like, this is just a lot of +1 Stalkers. And even if the blink micro is not perfect, MaxPax, as long as he kind of blinks in segments, yeah, he's going to take game number 2. Very well orchestrated by MaxPax. Evens the series at 1 apiece. Brilliant stuff. All right, here we go. Game number 3. Spawning up at the top right for Mystery Gaming. It is Ragnarok in the red. And his opponent spawning down in the bottom left for Storm Gaming. It is MaxPax in the blue. And once again, this is being played on the KR server. MaxPax is playing from EU. I know I've said this many times already. Oh, Ragnarok, he just went 14 hatch even though he didn't actually need to. Huh. So the whole point of sending the drone far out is that you can build extra drones if you see no probe there. So MaxPax with a standard scout timing. Ragnarok doing a little bit of unnecessary self-inflicted damage there. MaxPax trying to be a nuisance with this probe, but Ragnarok's like, nuh-uh. I'm having none of this. I will have none of this. And it's really hard to do this. Really hard to do this with the high ping, I should say. But yeah, you don't need this hatchery finishing up at 150, in my opinion, unless you also have the pool finishing up that quickly. I don't think it's worthwhile. Now, Royal Blood, a little bit of a different setup on this map. It is a map that you're able to get a 2-building wall. So it's pretty nice. Cancels the warp gate, will start up Stargate. Ragnarok. Oh, I don't think he's going to notice. I didn't see a red outline, which indicates that he probably didn't jump to this Overlord. He might start up an early Roach Warren. He did do so in game number 1. I would love it if MaxPax kept the first Oracle hidden. But I don't know that he knows... Well, no, there's actually no way that he would know that Ragnarok started up the Roach Warren in game number 1 for a little bit. But I'm curious, if we see a 330 Roach Warren, then Ragnarok has taken the bait. Oh, it's going to be a Void Ray first again. MaxPax is making a little bit of an adjustment based on the ping, I think. You can still do a lot with an early Void Ray. It's just that usually a player like MaxPax can do more with an Oracle. But if you have good multitasking, etc., you can still get a lot done with a Void Ray. Ragnarok, by the way, does not look like he has taken the bait at all. No, it's double Spore. Yeah, he's playing this out with calm, cool, collected, what have you. Now, Ragnarok, once again, he's got 3 very exposed Overlords. He will pull them back, but if MaxPax... Oh, did MaxPax... He must have seen where this Overlord was going towards. Oh, Void Ray Printer. MaxPax going double Stargate. No. This might be Phoenix. This might be Phoenix. Now, with the ping, would you rather go Void Rays? Well, you'd definitely rather go Void Rays. Void Rays are easier to handle. But it is going to be Phoenix. Okay. So MaxPax is going for a little bit of cheeky stuff here. Now, he's not going to get the +1 air weapons, I don't think, because doing so would give away the build. But we have seen Harstem in the past build an in-base Cyber Core to sell this. 3 Stargate Phoenix is basically an all-in, and it has an extremely vulnerable timing to Ling Bane all-ins. But it is a build that we don't see very often anymore. And because it's 3 Stargates, this is something actually Goblin used to play like 6 or 7 years ago. Before Goblin became a really good player, I used to actually match against him on the ladder once or twice. I would actually... I like have lost to Goblin's 3 Stargate Phoenix. Now, it never actually made it into the pro play for a very long time, but it did relatively recently for a very brief period of time, but it died super hard, like I said, to the Ling Bane all-ins. Anything, like, there's a lot of timings that will kill it. Shield battery at the natural. Okay, this is going to be a little bit of a tell. Ooh, is there a... I don't know if there's a full wall behind this, but it's going to be enough to keep this at bay. By the way, Ragnarok's doing maybe the worst thing you could do against this. An aggressive queen drop opener. MaxPax is going to jump on these queens away from the rest of the army. He's going to find 3 of them on the ground. There is a 4th one, but it's no transfuse being used. Juggling will commence. MaxPax. He wants to kill these queens as quickly as possible, but it is taking a while with no +1 air. However, he takes them all down, will come back home. Void Ray is going to be able to uncontestedly go after this army. Corrosive Biles will get dodged. Ravagers are going to be lifted and killed very quickly. I think the most important thing is just keeping the base alive. And the Roaches are going to be the best targets for lifts. Void Ray being produced again. He's going to get all the Roaches. But the Lings might just kill the Nexus anyway. Zealots are trying to go to town on this. No, there's too many Lings. He'll get the Nexus. MaxPax, though, he is ahead in supply. And this is a lot of Phoenixes coming across the map. We got a Spire coming in behind this. Ragnarok going to try and keep it hidden there. How many queens do we have? 6 queens. They're all together. Dropper Lord will get taken down. This mineral line is going to get gutted. MaxPax. Oh, actually, no. He doesn't stick around right there. We'll get 7 drones. Did he lose any Phoenixes? I don't think so. Nope, no Phoenixes have gone down. Oh, gotta be careful with the Phoenixes. Does keep that one alive. 3 Phoenixes at a time. Corruptors are not going to cut it against Phoenixes in this number, especially with them having their +1 air coming online. MaxPax, even though he lost that base, he has not lost out on Phoenix production. The mechanics have been clean. 5 Corruptors is going to do laughably poorly against this number of Phoenixes. 15 Phoenixes. Now, the Queens, of course, they'll have something to say, but the Corruptors cannot fight without them. Oh, and actually fighting away from the Spores might have been a critical error. 1 Phoenix goes down. The Spore will reburrow. It's being target fired down by the prismatically aligned Void Rays. They'll take it down. All the Queens are going to fall. There is no Queens left after these 2 fall. 8 Corruptors? Nah, that ain't happening, my friend. They're going to get blown up so quickly by these +1 Phoenixes. There's so many Phoenixes. MaxPax, he's going to kill every Overlord potentially. Well, he'll kill the Corruptors instead. They're a juicier target. MaxPax, he's got this game, I think. Ragnarok desperately trying to hold, but the Phoenixes are at the critical mass. where you just can't really compete with them. Now, fighting over spores is not the best, but the Corruptor's getting blown up still. So many Corruptors going down. GG gets called. MaxPax puts himself on ESL Korea points. He's up 2-1. All right, here we go. Game number 4, spawning down in the bottom right for Mystery Gaming. It is Ragnarok in the blue. And his opponent, spawning up at the top left for Storm Gaming. It is MaxPax in the red. Ragnarok once again going with the 14 hatch. MaxPax, oh man, it's close. Oh, but not quite in time. That super early probe does not get the block. You can't get there in time. MaxPax though, man oh man, on the verge of making history with this one. This would be a truly special event. Truly special event. Obviously, it's a little bit of an extra opportunity with Gamers 8 happening, and not all the top Koreans here. But if he beats Ragnarok in the finals with the ping he's going to be playing with, it is especially considering the fact that Ragnarok has had competitive series against him and has taken series off of him on even ping. It would make this a very valid victory. Now, even if he wins this one, there's no guarantee that he will triple crown, but this is absolutely the most difficult part of it. Absolutely the most difficult part of it. And yes, I should say that several non-Koreans have won the ESL Open Cup Korea, specifically Oliveira. But I kind of... Oh, that's a lot of drones transferring. Okay, no. It was just that 3 of them were pulled off gas and 1 of them popped out. That was just a weird timing. Oliveira has won multiple of the Korean Cups, but he is from the same region geographically. It's not the highest of ping. Now, I'm not going to say he has an easy time, and I don't want to take away from Oliveira's achievement, but MaxPax doing it from Korea and potentially setting up for a triple crown, winning the ESL Open Cup Korea, ESL Open Cup EU, and ESL Open Cup NA all in the same day would be something that will almost certainly never be repeated if it does happen. Lightning in a bottle. And a reminder that anyone can play in any region. It is just that you get a significant ping advantage. You get, let's call it home field advantage, is the easiest way to characterize it. So you can have the games played on your home server. That is simply how it works. The cool thing about this is that this could cause MaxPax to evolve a little bit more as a player, just because he's had to come up with different solutions here. He doesn't get to rely on his amazing mechanics, his magnificent micro. The funny thing is, if that game number 3 was played on even ping, MaxPax, maybe he doesn't go for that double Stargate Phoenix or triple Stargate Phoenix, and maybe he dies to that very aggressive push from Ragnarok, or loses the third base, but doesn't have a massive Phoenix counterattack ready to go. So sometimes playing weird, out of necessity, playing more strategically out of necessity, can counter your opponent's play. And that's kind of what happened in game number 3. Ragnarok, he's always the one who's trying to do weird stuff, who's trying to throw curveballs at his opponent. MaxPax just looking for any damage he can find. Ragnarok has made the adjustment of not leaving his overlords hanging. As I say that, though, this overlord on the top right, if MaxPax rotates up and goes after it, I think he finds it. Okay, he will find this one creep tumor. Oh, and he gets the Ling there. Revelation, yep, okay. I don't mind that either. Does take a while to kill creep tumors, though, with a Void Ray. I'll say that. Oh, MaxPax is going to take a bit of damage here. However, there's no queens in position. Spore wasn't done. 2 drones do go down. Oh, it's a Baneling nest and a second gas. Ragnarok. Yeah, this looks like he wants to put a lot of aggression on the third base of his opponent. MaxPax getting charged, though, and +1 this time. Is he just going to try and hit a big Charge Lot Archon timing? Speaking of mix-ups, that's a great one. And specifically against a Baneling type of play, it's really good. Now, we do have a layer starting up in the main base, funnily enough. Is that a fake out? No, it's not. No, Ragnarok has droned up, so he's... Well, he's still building a lot of lanes. Void Ray in the middle of the map. Does spot these units coming through. Looks like the... Well, these lings are going to get spotted. Can they get any damage done? They will find a couple of zealots that were a little bit lost. Ooh, drones. Where are drones going down? Is it... I don't even know. Oh, Adepts in the natural. Okay. I couldn't really tell from the minimap, and I didn't want to jump away from the potential action. But instead, I actually did anyways. Yeah, I think MaxPax is just going to maybe go for a big attack here. Ragnarok. He's actually the one who seems to be gearing up for a big attack as well. Maybe? +2 melee is on the way. I mean, maybe he was planning to go for a big attack, but instead he's now just going to sit back and defend. Okay, 6 more drones do start up, as well as a few more roaches. MaxPax does look like he wants to put some aggression on. But behind this, 4th base, Robotics Bay. Oh. If MaxPax can kill the 4th base, that would be huge. But I think there's just way too many roaches for that to be a realistic opportunity. Oh, and it's going to be a second Robotics Bay or facility behind this as well. +2 and Blink behind this. So MaxPax is teching super hard. So it is very important that he doesn't overcommit. That's the first he sees of his opponent's army, I think. Zealots through the left side. We are going to see a warp in the main base. It will be denied. Spore Crawler and a bunch of queens taking that down. Banelings getting in to the 3rd base mineral line. And that is going to be a really strong segment. Stasis Ward is like the worst consolation prize you could ever get. It doesn't actually matter at this point. If anything, it's technically really getting baited out, because Ragnarok was never going to push before his road speed anyways. Now, there's no Bane speed either. And how many disruptors are we going to have on the field? I think just 1, maybe 2 by the time this attack actually gets here. MaxPax is going to have a devil of a time defending this. Disruptor. Oh my god, that last second split just saved him. 2 kills. Could have been like 7 or 8 roaches, though. Shield battery does get targeted down. Ragnarok will get out of there. And behind this, he's got an infestation pit that was already started up. Zealot run by on the 4th base. MaxPax. I mean, this would have been... it was a good counterattack if Ragnarok had committed hard. But obviously, we know that Ragnarok did not and was not going to. Zealot on the right side, picking off a couple of lings and taking the watchtower for the moment. But it really was just for the moment. Zealots will get found on the top side as well. That's a good cleanup. Oh, recall. He's going to save 3 of them. Is that really worth it? Maybe not, but it's a nice idea. MaxPax will need to get this Adept back in the wall. Attack on the left side. It's 5 Archons and a Void Ray. Very strange little attack. Ragnarok does start up the Hive behind this. MaxPax finishes up his +2, gets straight into +3. Ooh, these disruptors. Oh, they get a cancel on a couple of Banelings. Actually, all the Banelings getting canceled by those 2 disruptor shots. And the Archons, I mean, they're going to do quite well. Probes, though. Oh, they're getting blown up here. +2 melee is done. 12 probes, though. That was a... How many Banelings was it that actually went down? Should be the honest... Yeah, I think that was better for MaxPax. 30 Banes. Oh, the Adept was out of position. No! The third Zealot pushed the Adept back out of position, and MaxPax never readjusted. Oh, God. That is painful. Zealot Warping is not going to be enough on its own. 8 probes do fall, but it's actually not... Oh, no, in the main base. Oh, they're still going to work. Meanwhile, in the middle of the map, MaxPax's army looks like it did... skirmished a little bit. The probe losses are actually still a big story of this. It is MaxPax who's still on 4 bases, but Ragnarok is on 5. He's getting this high-yield gas base, this high-yield gas geyser. And he's going to finish up +1 Carapace, which is better than nothing. +3 melee, maybe. And Adrenal Glands would be really nice now that we've got Hive. War Prism dropping a couple Zealots into the natural. They're going to get cleaned up, and this War Prism will not be able to do too much. Zealots on the right side, they're going to get dealt with as well by the Lings and Spines. Oh, Warpin does actually go off, but good positioning on this one Queen is going to deal with this. Disruptors. Wow, this is a lot of Archon Disruptor. And Ravager Ling Bane does not have the easiest time against that. On Creep, though, it has an easier time. MaxPax, ooh, stepping forward. He really wanted that base. He's not going to be able to get it. Stasis Ward covering the units in the back. Disruptor shots. Well, they're not going to be able to get anything done, and the wraparound on many of the Archons will take all but 2 of them down. Zealots did get 11 drones behind this, but MaxPax just lost so much army. And he was already behind. Now he is... Now there's just nothing to be done. MaxPax really tried to force the issue. When he first got driven back from this base, if he had just retreated, it would have been kind of a fine situation for him. Although it would have been uncomfortable for sure. Was that a kill, not a cancel? No, he got the cancel. Would have been uncomfortable, but it would have still been playable. Now, though, I think he's just going to get run over. There's only 2 disruptors on the field. They're going to need to be bigger than they can be, really. Ragnarok just disengaging from the first shot. Oh, okay. Wow. Never mind. Ragnarok showing a ton of respect. Maybe a little bit of a misread on the game, but it is, you know, it is his tournament life on the line, as we like to say. MaxPax will get a chance to rebuild his army a little bit. Damn. Yeah, there was only 1 disruptor shot available and really not a whole lot of army on the field. But at the same time, Ragnarok is getting into Vipers. They were being built at that time. Oh, Ragnarok will find these Zealots on the right side. Oh, recall, though. Oh, all right. You know what's funny? That recall actually was worse, the first one for MaxPax, because it pushed the Adept out of the wall and led to him losing like 15 probes in the main. That's actually what made the recall the worst. Extended Thermal Lance is late. It is a Colossus transition. We've already got 2 Colossus on the field. Third one is completing. They are +3 Colossus. We've also got Storm coming on in. Ragnarok heading on a Spire. Will it be Greater Spire behind this? I hope so. I think it should be. Oh, don't want to lose this Oracle. It's a lot of your scouting information. Revelation. Oh, he finds the Vipers. Ooh, that's going to give him a little bit of uncomfortable... Oh, not able to get a feedback. That's a very dead High Templar. Deader than normal. Nice Abduct grabs the first Colossus, second one. Oh, feedbacks are in time to save it. Banelings trying to connect. Big Stasis Ward to save that one High Templar. But it already used the feedback, so it won't have Storm. MaxPax, he's going to hold his 5th base, and that is going to equalize the game. No, Ragnarok, do not re-engage. The Corrosive Vials are irrelevant. Banelings, best thing they can do is click the... Oh, actually, oh my god. Oh, the High Templar. No. Well, okay, it's going to be fine. Ragnarok wasn't paying attention, and it's the rest of the army. MaxPax, he smells blood in the water. Ragnarok massively overcommitted on the counterattack into that 5th base, and MaxPax got a brilliant hold. People saying the 10-range Colossus bug won't affect PvZ in shambles. MaxPax finds the middle base. The Colossus are separated out. The weirdest abduct on the Void Ray doesn't do anything. Big storm on Ravagers. MaxPax, he's done it. He is going to be the first European to take down the ESL Open Cup Korea. Ragnarok is on copium, but he is not going to help him here. Colossus, oh, they got to be careful about the corrosive biles. Yep, they will dodge. Ravagers very much isolated on the right side. They're going to go down to the +3 Colossus. And MaxPax has done it. 49 drones going down at the end. He is the ESL Open Cup Korea champion for this week. And he has started the first of 3 things. First of 3 legs of the impossible Triple Crown. What an impressive showing for MaxPax. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe, and we will catch you on the flip side.